I didn't live on the streets was my playground. I woke up, went outside, met with my crew, my fellow gang members. We would get high, we'd beat people up. It was what I was raised in, what my family did. That's all I knew.
I was strung out, depressed, paranoid. I suffer from self-esteem issues. My life was a mess, just chaos. Although I didn't see it that way, my children were always in constant jeopardy. There was always something of danger around them all the time.
I started drinking and smoking weed when I was 14. And that was kind of common in our house, so I smoked with my mom. She thought it was okay. I started experimenting with acid, meth, smoking lots of weed, drinking, and just really didn't care.
When I was 14, these friends that I had, they introduced me to marijuana, and as soon as I tried it, I felt like I had somewhere I fit in, and I felt like I had real friends, and I felt like I had something to do with my time. I felt like I kind of had a meaning. I wasn't just, there all the time.
Drugs always gave me an environment of, I was always accepted and, needed around. As long as you got drugs to sell, people want you around.
Got involved in an abusive relationship. Had 3 children by him. Ended up getting tired of the streets and wanted to change my life, so moved to Iowa. Didn't work out so well because the man that I was with was abusive and into drugs, so we both used together. If he did it, I might as well do it.
I just couldn't get high enough. Nothing could take away all this pain. I just couldn't believe they did this to me. I've already lost every significant person to me, and now my kids, and getting clean wasn't even an option in my head. I had to use more to numb all these horrific, lonely feelings.
It's just crazy to think, that this disease took all my morals and all my values, and it made me do things that literally make me sick to my stomach to think about today. I was using to a point where my body would shut down pretty much. I never thought I would be someone who would get that bad. The way this disease talks to you in your mind, it tells you that won't happen to me,
Never once thought I was an addict still through all this. I just remember one morning just being so sad, so alone. I wrote a will and tried driving myself in front of a semi.
I knew where I needed to go if I ever did want to get clean, and I knew what was available when that day did come, when I was willing to actually do something about it. I remember when they told me I could come back here, I don't really know how to describe it. It was really crazy. I was so happy that I had somewhere to be, and I had people that I knew that I could trust, that I could talk to things about and help that I needed. And it was like I got a fresh start, and I didn't really understand why. I didn't understand what I did to deserve that.
I just wanted help at that time. I didn't realize the help that I would get here. I didn't realize at the time that this place would totally save my life.
It was just acceptance here. Every time I would come, there was always somebody here to talk to. As much as I've tried, everybody here just keeps accepting me. So I keep coming.
Because nobody's taught how to have an addiction. Nobody's taught how do I change my addiction. They give you the tools and the treatment necessary so you know what to do with your life.
House of Mercy has taught me how to be accountable for things and how to do them even if, there's not a consequence for skipping class, but I'm gonna feel like crap and, it's gonna spiral if I start doing stuff like that.
I started groups right away after getting here, and that's when I really knew that I was in the right place and that I could start forgiving myself.
it's its own little world. I mean, it's amazing because the people here care for you. They do anything to help you. I don't know what I would have done without it. It was my safe haven.
I don't know how to describe it. It's just, this place is safe. This place is as comfortable, as happy. It's not like judgmental. I've been to the penitentiary. I've been through other treatment programs. I don't feel like I have anything to hide here. I can be open, I can be honest.
Everybody's gonna be different. I mean, it's scary at first because you don't know what to expect. But once you sit there and go to a few groups, you see that these people are here to help me. These people want the best for me.
And I feel like I'm starting over and I have all this help, so why not take advantage of it and and just have a completely different and new life that I never thought was possible ever.
There's no greater feeling in the world. I wouldn't go back to using to try to get a feeling that I'm feeling now. I mean, to be a mother, to be a role model, to be a provider, that feeling only somebody in recovery, somebody who's really living the sober life can feel.
I guess I've been in so many situations and predicaments up to this point that it was just such a relief to be somewhere where I knew I was going to be safe.
I couldn't do it all on my own, you know. If it wasn't for the House of Mercy, I don't think I'd be where I am today.
For the future, I can't really tell you what's going to happen. I just know that, you know, from everything that I've gotten from my past and up till this point, it should be pretty awesome. So, yeah.